Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Oneel. I'm 5'9". I'm around 201 pounds right now. I think I wake up around 195. I go to bed around 201. So.
Go ahead and tell us how far out, like how the rebound's going, all that.
Yeah, we're about, I think this is week 5 we're going into right now, post-show. And I'm just trying to keep everything, relatively lean. I don't want to go too overboard. I tend to get a little sloppy in the off season, and I don't want to make the same mistake because it only makes dieting so much harder for me. So I'm trying to keep it somewhat lean and just slowly put on mass. Because for me, I put on mass when I'm leaner. So like I put it a lot quicker. And I'm not trying to just get sloppy and then, hinder my, gaining process.
What's your current weight now?
So I go to bed around 201, 202, and then I wake up around 195.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. We talked off camera about that. Go ahead and talk a little about your, you think you're burning through a lot of the calories pretty fast.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So it's been 5 weeks post-show, and I eat a lot. Like right now, I'm about anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000 calories a day. I'm eating around, like yesterday I had 758 grams of carbs. That was my total carbs for the day. Probably had a little more because I didn't count the small stuff, but I'm still losing weight. I woke up and I was actually lighter. So right now, I mean, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, but at the same time, like my recovery is kind of, I got to be careful with overtraining because I just feel like I'm not recovering from all this food. So, yeah.
Today you did back push. Go ahead and take us through your workout a little bit and explain what it's like.
Yeah, so started off with pull-ups. Obviously, pull-ups is known for like king of back exercises, so I started doing pull-ups, and I'm actually going to do them this whole entire off-season. I just do 3 to 4, sets, just kind of open up the back, stretch it out a little bit, get the blood in there, and then I moved on to underhand pull-downs. And the reason I moved on to the underhand pull-downs is because there's no biceps involved. There might be a little bit, but if you do them the regular grip, there's more biceps. So I'm trying to focus more on the back and my lower lats and just keeping the biceps out as much as possible until, my muscle starts fatiguing. So after that, we did seated neutral grip cable rows. So I try to do a little bit of, width and a little bit of thickness. And then I always do like a deadlift movement or a rack pull movement. And then at the end of my exercise, I like to do one or two exercises just to stretch out the fibers and, finish off the workout. So, yeah.
What about your off-season rebounding? Do you normally do cardio or do you do
Yeah, I do cardio 5. My coach has got me doing 5 times a week, so 5 days a week, but I like cardio. It just makes me feel good. So there's weeks where I do 7 days a week. Like on Sundays where I'm resting, I just want to do something to keep me moving. So I do like 30 minutes on the bike, something very light. I just keep it in there. So nothing hardcore, no. Like during prep, man, it was cardio. Like I told you last interview we did. Like cardio is probably one of the hardest things about the prep for me. So yeah, it's not that hard no more though. I'm just trying to grow right now. There is no specific show in mind. Like we talked about, off camera. You walk in the gym and you want to grow, and if you put a limit on that, then what are you in the gym for? So I'm definitely not going to limit myself. I'm going to make as much gains as I can and my body allows me to, and we just see where we go from there. So, yeah. I definitely think like certain things, when it comes to your lines and stuff like that, that's all genetic. Some people have feathers, others don't. Like they have straight up cut legs with no feathers. So yes, genetic plays a role, but it's also the way you train. A lot of people, like you'll see some really dense guys with big legs with no like real cuts in their legs. And you look at the way they train and they're doing like 6 to 8 reps. But I just think adding a little more volume brings out the feathering in your quads, you know. So that's just what I've realized that works for me. But as far as feathering goes, I've always had that in my legs. So yeah, legs are definitely, like right now I'm trying to catch my upper body to my lower, so they're always bigger than my uppers. So yeah, it's definitely a good problem. I can't complain. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'd rather be doing a lot more bench press than squats. So yeah.
Let's talk about, go ahead and take us through your sponsors.
So my sponsors, like I said, I'm sponsored by Choose Fit Nutrition. So this is the company here. They supply me with all my meals. So I'll show you guys. So what we got here is 7 ounces of turkey, 50 grams of broccoli, and then 262 grams of white rice, and then some sriracha on top. They make my meals from meal 1 to meal 7, everything. I can't thank them enough. Honestly, they're probably one of my biggest blessings that I've had. The food is great, the quality is great. I can literally, like when I'm having a cheat meal, I'm literally craving their chicken sometimes. It's crazy. But I also want to thank MI Nutrition and Elevate Supplements. I just started working with them, and their products, here's the thing, like, I never go on social media or go on camera and promote something that doesn't work or something that's not real. So I just got to say that their stuff is real. So check them out if you're ever in the area. They're in Royal Oak, and they have another location too. And also I want to thank Growing Mentality. Shout out to Marcus. Thank you for letting me be part of the team. It's an honor, man. And yeah. I also want to thank Fenton Powerhouse. I was just telling Dwayne right now, this is the first time I'm trying this gym, and it's honestly my favorite gym that I've ever been to, like all time. So if I ever move out, you know, to live by my own, I'm probably gonna have to find me a place that's in this area just so I can be close to this gym, because for me, environment is everything, and this is literally the perfect environment for me to be the best bodybuilder I can be. So yeah, thank you guys for having us here. It was a great workout. I love this gym, and yeah.